Well, greetings everybody. Welcome to Calizari System Survival. This is my Space Engineer survival game that we've been streaming the last 20 episodes, so last 20 days. Oh my goodness. It's nearly 3 weeks, isn't it? Well, a little bit less. I don't stream on Fridays. Anyway, welcome. I go by the name of Malbathla here on Twitch. On Steam, however, I'm known as Caladan, and then there is actually a link underneath this video. You can jump over and check out my Steam workshop if you wish. Anyway, where were we up to? Well, last episode, there we go. Last episode we were working on our spaceship over here. Our new vessel, large cruise vessel. This one is designed to actually go into space. Well, at least I hope it is. We've got large atmospheric thrusters on it, so that it can maneuver here in atmosphere, as well as a hydrogen thruster at the back there. And if you recall, we were reconfiguring it to put an atmospheric cockpit up the front here, which is coming together quite nicely. Could probably have sloped those bottom blocks off, but no, we'll just leave it big like that. We'll also most likely put a refinery in on top here, and I'm thinking of also sticking a second hydrogen tank in here just for the extra hydrogen that we're most likely going to need in order to make it to orbit, as well as planetfall coming back. But for now, since we spent time doing that, I think we need to quickly scout around and check our mining platforms and do the upgrades that are necessary on them, because I'm pretty certain they will need to be upgraded. I think all of them will be. If you recall, no, I didn't want to assemble, did I? If you recall, we upgraded our ice platform, but did not enable it because we actually don't have any way of getting the ice back here at this stage, and we've got over 3 million kilograms of ice sitting there waiting for us. So it can stay upgraded, it will stay sitting there for the moment, but we're going to actually take Mule because it's got the resources in it that we might potentially need. Saves us having to run out and have to come back. So we'll start by just ducking over just over here to our magnesium platform and checking in on that one. Now I do believe it looks like it probably has reached a full extension on the piston, although it's a little hard to tell from sitting way back here. But yes, that does appear as if we were hit the full 10 meter maximum extension on our piston there. So, oh, come back down, you stupid gyroscopes. Stubborn things. There we go. Especially when you're in close proximity to a large grid. I certainly hope they fix that up soon. I do recall went through a phase like that at one stage, and then they did rectify it, and now we've got that same stubborn thing back again. Now, have we actually picked up any resources here yet? Doesn't look like it. No, we've still got... ooh, okay, next build I think we'll get magnesium out of this, but we better just turn all this off first before we actually start trying to grind things down. Not that. Oh, man. Fussy. Alright, rotors off, drills off, and piston off. Excellent. Now, what am I carrying? I'm carrying resources at the moment, which we actually don't want on us. Yeah, I wonder what platform that was. Oh, okay, no, that was what we were using to build out the big ship. Sorry, I just had my monitor system throw an AMD update on me. No, I am actually not updating it at this point in time. You can wait until I'm finished. Okay. Alright, now rotors and pistons. I suppose we probably should see about grinding the extra steel off the top there. We don't actually need it anymore. Well, we didn't even need it last iteration of this. Give us some. Okay, see, that's why we actually brought Mule with us. There we go. Way more than what we need, but it will do nicely. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Alright, time to bring this down to ground level. So this is a major reconfiguration. So we need to knock all of this right the way down. However, to make sure we've still got a full intact platform, let's just build these up and stick the conveyor junction in the middle. That will bind them all together, because we need to reconfigure that conveyor that's up on top there. Okay, let's take some of them, and them. Okay. So this is where we're going to have to tear down our Gatling as well, because the whole thing's got to be reworked. But we only have to do this the once after this. It's very basic sort of upgrades. Gatling, conveyor off. Ah, okay, still, thank you, off. we're actually going to take it straight out from there through to there. We'll get rid of the others in a moment. Wonderful. Yep, you can come down here too. Okay, that junction at the top there is so we can rebuild our Gatling on top there. As you probably no doubt guessed. Okay, just have to be careful how we break this down. We don't particularly want pieces detaching and falling separate. I think that should be okay. Should just have this. No, look at that. That one did detach. I didn't realise that was detached. Of course it was. Okay, let's take it from the top. I actually thought it had attached itself down the bottom here, but obviously not. Okay, now they're all still attached, I do believe. So let's just take them down from the top. No, didn't detach that. Good, good, good. Suspecting it would have to do the same to our uranium rig. And it's probably reached the same sort of point of upgrade. A bit of a pain. I was hoping to continue on with our vessel over there. But base maintenance comes first, I think. Just get rid of you so it doesn't fall later. And we've got a stall again. Come on. Excellent, excellent. And there's our reconfigured platform. Let's just stick our Gatling on top again here. Where is it gone? There it is. Alright, we'll pull ammo. Just cool. Let's just reconfigure you. 800 meters. Everything else turned off. Like that. That's static now. That's not going to change from that point. This rig is now static. I've got rid of the initial prototyping framework, I guess. Now we actually have reached the actual true rig shape and configuration. So we need to now build up our stuffers. And I've forgotten what we need for them. We've got pretty much a bit of everything, so we'll just put them in. Six and 7. Computers and large tubes. Computers and large tubies. Excellent. Okay, now our drills again. And yes, I will admit, having to reconfigure these like this each time they need to be upgraded, it can get rather tedious and tiresome, especially when it seems as if they need to be upgraded every other moment, because it seems to be a lot quicker between upgrades than you realise. Yeah, the slow push of the piston you think would take quite some time, but ironically enough, it doesn't take all that long at all. And you go off and you work on something else like we did yesterday. We were working on reconfiguring our vessel over there. We're going to have to give it a name eventually, but for now we'll just call it vessel. And yeah, we have to come back here and it needs to be upgraded. However, as we established, what is it? Magnesium is only 5 meters down, so halfway through this next push, we should actually hit our magnesium. Yay! We'll be able to start manufacturing ammunition in quantities. At the moment, it's just trying to manufacture. Look, was trying to manufacture explosives. That's right. We did actually change the quotas on that, but it didn't seem to update. I'll have to check them when we get back and see if the quotas actually did fully update on the reload. I suspect it just needed a reload for the quotas to change properly. And hopefully that means now Tim won't try building explosives, it will actually try building ammunition with the magnesium it has. That would be nice, since that's what we need. All of our Gatlings are running with their current complement of weaponry, that's it. We need some surplus, which we don't have at this point in time. Okay. Computers. Oh, come on. Uninstall, thank you. Here is what I want. I should probably just leave the large and small tubes to go here. Excellent. We'll just get them all there. Ta-da! Excellent. Now we're supposed to be better put these in the container proper. Don't exactly need girder here, but that was stuff that we took out of inventory before, wasn't it? Well, everything else is safe. I'll take them back though. Okay. Rotor. Braking. Drills on. Piston. And reverse. Okay, excellent. That's got that done. It's now merely ironing away. Next stop, uranium. Over there somewhere. Okay. And yes, it appears to have reached maximum extension, but if I remember correctly, we've already been through silicon here, haven't we? So we can probably take some of that back to base with this beast, if I've got some cargo capacity. Yes, we have silicon. Alrighty. We need to turn everything off. There we go. Now, how far do we have to go before we hit the uranium? No idea. Okay, silicon, yes, I know. Still 16, so another 2 upgrades. That's not entirely all that bad. I probably should go and get some hydrogen just to be on the safe side. That way. Come on, hurry up and save. There we go. Alright. Yeah, that's alright. Okay. How can the quota be 98? I told it. Go away. Yeah, 0.15. You're going to make it 1.01. Still don't understand how those percentages work. All I do know is that it's a little bit annoying because they don't seem to work. See this? So I set it to 0.01 and it's apparently is 10. That's better than it was. Okay. Back to our uranium mine. Oh, come on, hurry up and save again. Thank you. Alright. Now, where were we up to? That's right. We're about to grind all this down. And yeah, we'll actually put in the cargo container proper this time, not just in the connector. Save double handling it later. Little extra inconvenience having to come right the way around here to the actual cargo connector itself, but I don't feel like having to transfer them out of the connector into the cargo later. I feel lazy at the moment in that respect. Alright, now let's just offload. We will actually put these in the connector so we can get all these exact ones back to rebuild them. But give us that for the moment. Yeah, look, get out of my way. Four. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one there. 2, 3, 4. Where are we? There we are. We need some conveyor junction stuff. See, we don't need anywhere near that much steel. Now, okay. Another save, come on. Okay. No, okay. You can go back in there then. Okay. And that's that. Alright, might as well came from here as well. Alright, can't really take much more than that, but that's fine. What we do need to do now is take out all of those. So let's just dump you back in there. Need to yes. As well. Okay. Now we can take these back. Yeah, good enough. Excellent. I'll be pleased once these are reconfigured down to their final ground form, which is what we're doing here. I'll come back here. This is the last of the major reconfigurations required on these platforms anyway. From this point on, it is a very simple matter to reconfigure it each iteration. It literally is just extending the floor supports down the wall here and taking the drill heads off, running the supports down and putting the drill head back on. Alright. Well, first order of business is to actually add our Gatling back on top. And that's that one there. And I know I don't have all the materials for that. Large tube computers and metal roots. That's what they were. Those. Superb. And we'll just fix you up. And do that. Right, we're back to being re-protected from our meteor storms now. Another stall, come on, hurry up, thank you. Drill heads. Alright. Okay, that's that. What have we got left in here? Oh yes, enough to put these on. Okay, well, yeah. actually need some of those, but we'll just put them all back in there for the moment. What the hell did I grab? Oh, okay, stupid me. I grabbed the wrong component to start with, but we can start with this one. Of course there is. There's always a meteor storm. If I had rainstorms as often as I get meteor storms, then wow, boy, that'd be pretty cool. Be a lot of water. In this case, it's just a lot of big, ugly rocks. And 3. Okay. Go back in there. Small tubes, large tubes, motors and computers, which we don't have room for at this point in time. Stall again. Yeah, no, that's better. Excellent. So put them back. We want motors, computers. The 2 plate we actually need as well. Let's just put them back for the moment. Grab those. That's better. That I think should pretty much let us build everything up here. Excellent. Perfect. So let's kick our drills into gear. Continue mining. Advanced rotor. Yes, yes, yes. 2.5 that way. You can now turn on. You can travel at that speed and downwards. There we go. And we're stalling because it's saving again. Come on. Thank you. Good. Now, let's grab some of this silicon and scoot it back to base, I think. Let's just have a look. See here. Cargo. Ooh. Oh, there's a bit of room. Maybe if we move some of these around. So that's about the best we're going to get. Okay. Let's see how much we can fit in then. Okay. Okay. Really? We fit more in that one? Okay. Yeah, so what are we looking at? 100 or something K, just over 100K. Not a lot, but we can make use of that for now. Oh, a bit of a stupid slope there. Oh, come on, straighten up. Yes, the little jiggle is to get the gyroscopes to actually respond to the keyboard, especially when around a large grid like the base here. No, don't want you. There we go. Now that should have sucked all of that out. Can't go. Oh, how many is it putting in there? I know how many it's trying to put in there, but it's not having much luck. But looks cargo. Something keeps taking it back out. 120. Ah, well. That's alright. We're only here for a second. We'll either have 120 or we won't. But it's no biggie. No big deal at all. Alright, now. What have we got in our inventory? Nothing. Let's just go and grab some steel plate. An interior plate. Yeah, that'll do, and that'll do. Don't need a lot. Just so we can plan out how we're going to put this refinery in here. Perhaps crossways, I'm thinking. That beast, and maybe if we can fit it that, but I'm not holding my breath. But that. Come on, hurry up and save. There we go. I mean, it'll go there because it's actually docked into a connector over on that side. Keeps it lower profiled. Actually, that might work. Oh. No, actually it won't. Not very well anyway. what about this one? That one? Yuck. Don't like the looks of that. So we could put another conveyor in the middle there and connect it to that. Before we do that, let's just find where we stashed it. There it is. If we add that there, that's an option, or we can stick them on top of the cargo containers and actually add 2 more to give us well and truly plenty of hydrogen. Connected up, connected up, connected up. We can see as long as we tap into one of these connectors we'll be right. Just going to come up to the cockpit there to make it oxygenated. And so like I said, we could, for example, split one of them there, for example, like that. And one on the other side as well, maybe. It's a thought. It's definitely a thought. Like that. That gives us 3 hydrogen tanks. If we really wanted to, we could even stick small thrusters there and there to help with the initial space burn. I think these ones are sufficient for manoeuvring once in space. Just don't want to put another large connector on there, large thrusters on there. I mean, I could make it as no, I'm going to go three large thrusters. That's just insane. We certainly don't need that. There's 2 should be plenty, I think. We can still access our connector. Now, what it means is we can't actually tie our reactors into our connectors, but that's no never mind. That's no never mind at all. We could then take this. Put it there like, and it's stalling because it's saving again. Come on. Put that there like that. We're not upgrading it. Granted, we do actually have the room to put upgrades on it if we wanted to, but it then leaves us no room for accessing our connector here. Conveyor junction, I should say, not a connector. To be able to pipe things through. Now we're connecting it through there, through our oxygen generator. And I guess we could pull off the other side here to pipe into there. And that does mean that what we could potentially do is then that, which then gives us an assembler as well. And so that we can access those materials, we can access them through these side connectors, these big connectors, these big cargoes there. That is rough. That is crude. It is almost embarrassing. but at the same time it's got its own little bit of a charm now, the way it looks, that I think we're going to build that up. I think we're going to go with that. 3 large hydrogen tanks, 1 large thruster and small manoeuvring thrusters. That'll do our insertion burns. I think there should be plenty of hydrogen for insertion burn as well as braking burns coming back in. We've got a refinery and assembler for those little bits and pieces that help us out, so we can potentially set up a base somewhere. We've got a jump drive for long distance hurling ourselves across this system here. 2 large cargo containers, so we've got plenty of storage for materials, and 4 large atmospheric thrusters, 4 small forward and reverse thrusters for atmospheric. We don't have any left-right thrusters for atmospheric, and we have no down thrusters, but I'm utilising gravity for its down thrust, so basically you turn the engines off and then the ship falls. Controlled fall, of course, but that's what it will be. As for left and right, could almost just stick them out here on the bottom of the cargo container. No, we're going to build this up. That's what we're going with. And for our oxygen, well, actually, let's just see how far we can build up. We don't have the materials for a steel plate. Let's just add some steel plate and see if we can get the first stages of that built up. Just want to actually see where the connector conveyor port for it is. Hopefully this will show us enough. Yeah, I think it'll. In fact, no, well, down the bottom there. Oh, actually that's perfect. Just an elbow there, and a straight in. So we're going to be piping oxygen through our refinery. But that works. That works. That said, that is our Calizari system survival stream, for this episode at least. Now, by all means, feel free to hang around. I will be streaming again in half an hour. I'm no longer streaming the beginner's guide that I have previously been doing, so if you're interested in just getting some beginner tips, or what I consider beginner tips, by all means have a look at my collections. They should be there. If they don't have any of the earlier videos there because Twitch has actually removed it, by all means feel free to check out the playlist over on YouTube where they're all archived. But yes, I will be streaming again in about half an hour's time. I'm probably just going to wing it actually. I've got no specific agenda tonight, which is contrary to previous streams at that time. Maybe I'll bounce through a couple of my saved worlds and develop stuff, or you can watch me working on my current development thing if you like. But so yeah, please feel free to drop on by and check in on what I'm doing. Otherwise, thank you for joining me in our Calizari system survival, and I look forward to chatting and talking another time. So I will be streaming again tomorrow. Hang on, Wednesday, yes. So yeah, feel free to drop on by and see the progress we're up to on our next episode. So happy engineering, and I'll talk to you then.